Sorry about that, guys. OBS decided to shit the bed.
Panic basket.
Nice. So he is susceptible to fire, so he's gonna take twice that.
Nice.
Alright. And Sunny, it's your turn.
Oh.
There we go.
Seeing as I'm pretty close to it, I'm gonna. I guess it'd be a physical attack. I'm gonna run over and with my torch.
Who is that?
I
Get a con artist. Thank you for that follow.
Oh.
Appreciate that. All right, so you're hitting it with your torch. All right, go ahead and roll me a melee attack.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that said acorn artist. I'm like, you know what? Neat.
Squirrel!
I gotta set up just a basic melee attack. I don't have one.
Just a strength check then.
Okay.
That'll hit it. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus 4, please.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
RNGesus is on your side.
Yeah.
And with that, and I don't know why the blood's not working on it, but whatever. It's a scarecrow. It doesn't bleed anyway. With that, it bursts into flames, and you can just kind of see as the light behind the burlap sack that it has for a head, instead of two dim little red eyeballs, it just kind of bursts into flames, and then starts spewing out of the eyes and mouth of this canvas sack.
I should back up.
Hardcore.
Well, give me a d20 for that thing, please.
Yes,
Me?
I can
What?
do that. There you go.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Hang on just a second, I'll whisper it to you.
Yeah, There we go.
Alright, you should have it.
Yep, got her.
So with the scarecrow being dispatched, and now like a pile of embers, the priest comes down from the stage and kind of motions for you all to kind of gather around him.
Oh,
That guy was important.
I don't know about all that. This guy isn't on the level.
I have my whip ready, just in case.
I mean, I'm gonna stand over here. I guess I'll get near him, but yeah, there's way too much fire around here to know y'all.
He says,
I got an issue.
"Thank you for taking care of that monstrosity and keeping the village safe from whatever its surely evil intent must have been. We, meaning the village, appreciate that greatly. And the villagers around you have started to kind of gather and clap and applaud you. And there are cheers from people and people offering to kind of buy you guys drinks and everything. He says, with your show of valor and bravery, I may have a job for you. Tonight I need to finish the ceremony and make sure that the people of the town are comforted. But if you will come and see me tomorrow, I may have a job for you, and pay as well."
We greatly appreciate that. We look forward to speaking with him.
Now you guys already got the night at the inn free for finding the daughter last session.
Yes.
So that's taken care of for you guys. Is there anything else you guys want to do for the evening, or do you want to retire? Do you want to go have drinks? What do you want to do?
Shots. No.
I'd like
Drinks
to go
sound
have some
good. I could use
drinks.
some liquid courage.
Let's go.
Did the entire corpse burn up?
It did. It was
Sad day.
it was honestly like it was straw and sticks and canvas sacks. So yeah, it all burned up.
welcome
actually,
to Family Ashes.
before we retire, I'd like to ask this guy what the hell that was.
He looks at it and he says, your guess is as good as mine. If I had to guess, I would say that someone enchanted a scarecrow, maybe someone that takes offense to our Harvest Eve celebrations.
So Wolfage did it.
The hell? Look,
It very
yeah,
well
that's
could
why
be.
I attacked us with a scarecrow because these people are batshit insane.
Hey, you're the one
Well, you know.
kind of sketchy.
The Scarecrow didn't actually attack you, so for all we know...
Yeah, that's because I sent the illusion out and kicked it back here. I ain't dumb.
Hey, we
And
set it
to
on
be
fire.
fair, the midget jumped it.
This midget's gonna take
It's
you
true.
out by the back of the knees.
I'm gonna take your word for it only because you told me about the poisoned ring.
Mwah.
Hey, I told you how good that bridge was. Don't you forget it.
To the drinks.
Alright. So you guys go and have drinks at the tavern. Go ahead and roll me constitution checks. Let's see who gets real plastered.
Fantastic.
Clearly,
Oh boy.
Cece has never had a drop of alcohol before in her life.
Nah.
I can hold my booze.
She gets real drunk. And apparently makes
She's a
some farmer
kid.
boy real happy.
Oh
I
no.
don't know. But anyway. So you guys wake up the next morning. You collect your stuff. You go down to the inn and you have breakfast. The innkeeper refuses to let you guys even think about paying for it. He insists over and over and over that everything is on the house.
I
So
won't argue.
you guys treat yourselves to your various hangover cures. You treat yourself to the biggest breakfast you can think of, and he gladly supplies it to you guys.
I'm gonna eat till I hate myself.
And about the time you guys are finishing up your breakfast, the priest comes into the tavern. Are you guys sitting together, or are you kind of on your own, or what?
I'm together with everybody if that's cool.
I'm on my own.
Oh yeah, but
I'm off to go find a dog so it can bite me and I can steal its hair, because apparently that's supposed to work.
Well, what about you?
I'm just kind of sitting and picking at what these people consider food.
fine. I'll eat my own breakfast with hookers and booze.
So, the priest comes in and he kind of pulls you all together at a table. He says, "Come join me," and he sets up a table, chairs around it, and all that good stuff. He says, "You guys clearly, at least, work well together, even if you don't know each other or have any reason to. But your display last night very well may have saved lives, and it makes me confident that you guys are the team that I need to go and go on this job."
What kind of job we talking about?
He says that one of my nephews went to... He fancied himself an adventurer, but honestly, the lad was never very coordinated. And he went to go explore this fallen fortress. It was this abandoned, or supposedly abandoned anyway, keep that for a long time there was no real way into it, but the weather of late hasn't been great, and it's there was an earthquake in the area that toppled one of the walls, and he was going to say that he would go and plunder it and bring back its riches and he would be famous. And honestly, the boy couldn't climb stairs without tripping and busting his nose open. But
I know what that's like.
no one wanted to stop him, so off he went. And he's been gone for 2 weeks now, and to be honest, I'm a little worried about the lad. Would you mind going and checking on him, seeing if you can find him, talking some sense into him, or just knocking him unconscious and bringing him back?
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, Father, I'm just going to give you a piece of advice. Maybe you should let this one go.
Well, I would, but the lad's the only family I have left. His mother died years ago, and he's a good boy, he's just not very bright.
Point taken. I will be willing to go. I don't know about my comrades here.
I come walking up on the scene, still quite meh, with a mouthful of dog hair. It's like, I still don't feel good.
The bartender hands you a glass of mead. He's like, here, drink that. It'll help.
Someone should hook up your what was it? Grandson? Nephew? Whoever.
Nephew.
And Cece here. They would get along swimmingly.
Are you my pimp now?
It could be. I don't know. You were pretty wild last night.
And that farmer boy seemed to be happy.
Oh, my lands.
So he seems to have gotten an okay from Mara, so he's looking around at the others at the table, kind of seeing if you guys are interested in taking the job.
I'll go.
Like I'm getting
all-
paid. So
This all seems very enticing, but I don't know these people. I woke up locked in a room with them, and they haven't told me a damn thing about themselves. Mara seems pretty trustworthy, but I don't know about these other two.
look, there's money to be involved, and I have literally nothing better going on right now. Anything away to get me away from these people who are just making dolls and burning them? Absolutely.
So that is a fair point.
The priest looks at Alyssa and he says, well, no better way to get to know people than by traveling with them. Perhaps you will find that you do have some commonalities with these people on your trek.
And surviving.
I begrudgingly accept.
Never know. Maybe you'll get another chance to show us that you know how to operate steps.
And think about the bridges. Come on.
Oh, the bridges we
Dim
will
bridges, though.
I'm just hoping that we get to see some more fine craftsmanship like we saw in those doors back before. Those are some good doors.
So he produces a map, and he says this is a rough estimate of where you should be able to find the structure and my dense nephew. He says if you return him to me, and I will see what I can find out of the church's tithes. I'm sure we can come up with a reward for you.
Alright,
We appreciate it.
I'll take the map from him. Why not?
So the map seems to indicate a structure. It's probably a day and a half ride from where you are. And it's an area that was an old battlefield, and there are several keeps and fortresses that have been raised in the area. You have a general idea of kind of where this is. You've probably passed it on the road several times, but never kind of ridden into the battlefield to look at these things up close.
With good reason.
I have a question.
Sure.
Does this people's hospitality and kindness extend to us getting free horses?
You haven't asked.
Technically, I have.
Who are you asking?
The
Whoever
farmer
has
boy.
horses.
So, you get the map from the priest, and you guys leave the inn, collecting all your gear and stuff to take with you. And there is a stable outside of the inn. Is Cece going up and talking to the stable boy?
Yes.
So you walk up to him, and he looks up at you, and he blushes, and he says, kind of under his breath, he's like, "Thanks for last night." He's like, "Is there something I can do to help you?"
My friends and I need horses. I'm clearly quite confused as to why he's blushing, because I don't remember what happened last night.
Alright. Roll me a charisma check real quick. He says, "Well, I don't know. I could get in trouble for just giving horses away. That's not really a good idea. But seeing as it's you and you're asking, and you'll bring them back, right?"
Of course.
Well, alright, I suppose. But just two.
Okay, that works.
Alright, so he hands over 2 horses to you. Who, are you riding them both, or are you giving one to somebody?
Well, I'm just walking up with them, carrying them by the reins, and it's like, look what I got!
Oh, thank God, I was tired of walking.
Were we able to hear her conversation?
Roll me a perception check. No.
Not a damn thing, apparently.
You apparently have lost all sense of hearing for the next, like, half hour.
Oh
Not to mention, I'm apparently blind
What
from
did you
fire.
drink?
Apparently, like, whatever you were drinking blinded you and deafened you.
It was signs.
Some... Some residual effects from whatever you drank.
He took a really bad potions class at Hogwarts.
Alright, anybody else, HP Fox or Arsini, are you guys doing anything?
I would like to go talk to the priest privately before we leave.
Okay.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
So you're going back into the inn then?
He's got some memories to discuss.
Alright, so the priest is there, he's sitting down and getting ready to have his breakfast. It's like a slice of ham and a side of eggs.
I'm going to approach him, and I'm going to say, if we're going to do this for you, there's something that I want in return.
Alright, he looks up, he's got like a slice of the ham just kind of hanging out of his mouth. He's like, "I'm listening."
I am going to describe for him the house that we came from and the direction it was in and how we got here. And I am also going to describe the fortune teller to him. And I'm going to say that I would like any and all information you can find on these two things by the time we come back, if we're successful.
He nods, and like the ham is kind of hanging out of his mouth, like flipping around like a long tongue. He sucks it up into his mouth. And he says, his mouth's still kind of full of food. This guy doesn't have any manners whatsoever. He's like, "Well, I can look into the house. The fortune teller has probably moved on. I'm not sure that I can track her down." And he takes a big, like, loud, audible swallow, and he says, "But I will look into the house and the owner for you as much as I can while you're gone."
Classy. Anything you find out, make sure I'm the first to know.
Will do.
Thank you. Then I will leave.
All right. City, what are you doing?
I am picking the horse that I want. Cece, tell me about these horses that we have acquired.
They're horses.
Alright, well... Awesome. I'll take the one on the left.
I'm gonna take whichever one that she's hopping on because I'm lightweight, and then the other two can pick who they're gonna double up with. Probably somebody's gonna end up walking.
All right. So
You know what? I'll just walk. I don't trust those things.
all right.
They don't trust you either. They look a bit uneasy.
I don't. I'm not. I don't trust any kind of beast of that nature. Then y'all can have fun.
Yeah, I think it's just a simple fact of something with a mind of its own between its legs. Just.
So HP Fox, you come out to Cece and Mara on the back of a horse, and Guy is kind of standing beside the other one, looking very uneasy at it.
Tentacles, you gonna hop on that thing or what?
Nope. It's all yours. You can have it.
I will mount it.
Oh my.
Shocking.
Damn,
check it.
that phrasing.
My eyes, my poor eyes.
I think you might want to roll for initiative before you try to do something like that.
I choose my words very carefully.
Alright, so you guys are setting off then?
Let's go, fuckaroos.
Alright, so you ride for about a day and a half. You guys talk along the way, get to know each other a little bit better. So what do you... Alright, let's just do the same character. Run down the line. CC, give me, a couple sentences of what you're telling these people.
My mom died when I was born, don't know who my daddy is, grew up in an inn, and I fell in love with a bard who ditched me for a tavern wench, so I went on adventure.
Alright. Guys?
Everything's kind of hazy, to be fair. I know you people, and the fact that
What do you mean, you people?
I know that you don't listen when I tell you about finely constructed bridges. Well, most of you don't. Look, I'm going to be upfront with you. Everything before that room, a little bit of a haze. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here, but here we are.
Alright. Alyssa's? What is she selling everybody?
Just a traveler for the most part. Paired up with adventurers here and there just to get where I was going. Just not really too much beyond that for now.
Okay. And Mara?
Grew up in an inn that my parents were just dying for me to take over, and frankly, knowing my mom's history, being a wild elf, I wasn't really ready to settle down yet, so I kind of snuck out when I was younger and went on my way to see the world because I'm not ready to be queen of the inn. Shall I get you a beer, sir?
Alright. So that you guys tell each other, your stories for most of the first day. And the second day, that night you guys make camp. You eat, you do your camp stuff. It's pretty uneventful for the most part. You're along a well-traveled road. So there are merchants that walk by pretty often, even after you guys make... Hang on a second. I have to go ban somebody.
Hey!
I win!
After you make camp, you still have people walking by pretty often. And throughout the night, you don't get a whole lot of restful sleep because there are, at all hours, people walking by, carts walking by. But you get enough. So the next day, you're not quite as refreshed as you were from spending the night in the inn, but you're up and you're ready to go. You're gonna go find the guy's nephew. Cap Joe, thank you for that follow. We appreciate that. We really do.
Thank you.
I appreciate it slightly less.
Thank you for your patronage, Captain Joe.
Oh.
Was that creepy?
A little bit, a little bit.
The next follower gets to keep my wife.
Whoa!
Just giving her.
Damn it!
a
I'm already
number.
following.
Haha, sucker.
Unfollows and refollows don't count. Alright, so the next day you guys get back on your horses, or walk, depending. And after a couple of hours you can see the outline of these fortresses and these keeps over the horizon. And you finally, about an hour later, you get to the edge of the battlefield, and this battlefield is kind of marred with scars of giant ballista fire, big trenches that have been dug by whatever armies fought wars here long ago. And you see this great chasm kind of running through the center of the battlefield, where the earth has been split open from the recent earthquake. And following along the edge of it for a bit, you come to a keep that is right on the edge of this chasm, and it looks like some of the cousins, or excuse me, the nephew's information was correct. Looks like one of the walls has cracked open from the earthquake.
Wonderful.
And apparently I went blind.
There you are.
Darkness.
So nothing's changed then.
I guess over a day and a half, I'm still unable to see shit.
We'll have to put our turn order back.
I copied and pasted them, so you guys should still be okay. Maybe.
No, turn order is dead to me.
God damn it. I will eventually one day get this right.
Not today.
I have faith in you, DM. Did you hit the go button?
Oh, look.
Oh, there.
Things on the map.
There we go. Now that should be right. Alright, so you guys are walking up to this kind of broken wall of this keep, and the first things that you notice are that a small group of dogs has kind of made this area their home. As you approach, they straighten up and begin to look at you. They don't look friendly. They look like, hey, you might be tasty.
Don't make anything angry.
One of them appears to have more than one face.
It does. It has two faces.
But
It also has two very hungry mouths. So, Cece, it is your turn to go first. What are you up to?
Hey,
Don't
look.
make it angry.
Sissy, look, puppies.
Nope.
Actually
Hey,
managed.
puppy, hi.
You actually managed to piss it off a little bit more.
I have an idea. She had my idea.
Is there any chance at all that that's a proficiency check?
That is a good point.
I'm
No.
not proficient.
Alright, so the first attack that it gets
am.
against you, it is going to have advantage.
Damn it! It took advantage of me.
You would.
I don't know about that. This is the guy that was mounting the horse. So
Damn it, I can't see my ruler to
No
see
comment.
what the fucking... So hang on.
you don't have to comment. The look of shock on that horse's face is enough.
Well, you weren't gonna do it. Somebody had to.
So the two-headed dog, clearly not amused by CC's antics, runs forward and just charges the group.
Emmett.
Oh, good.
Volt does a 6 hit your AC.
Thank fuck no.
Alright. Alright, so that was the first head. Does a 15 hit your AC?
What if I still told you no?
Then I wouldn't believe you at this point.
Fantastic. Glad we're on the right page here.
Let's take 5 piercing damage, and I need a con save.
Oh, good.
Please.
This is so... That happened. And you need a what? A con save?
Yes, I do. Alright, so you are poisoned.
Oh, I'm going to die.
And this is a kind of a different. It's not a fast-acting poison.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to die.
And
In
none of
24
us are healers. You are so boned.
In 24 hours, you'll need to make another save.
I'm just saying. My health is at 2. I'm going to die.
Alright, it is your turn. What are you dying?
Well, first, I'm gonna... Let's say, for shits and grins, I'm gonna pop one of these health pots here real quick.
That's probably a good idea.
Crazy idea. So let me drop that down to 3. And what was it? It's... I mean, it does it 1d8 plus 4, wasn't it?
2d8 plus 4.
Oh, so let's just say for shits and grins I'm back to full health, because no matter what I roll, I will hit full health.
You can roll two ones.
Yeah, I would still be at full health.
Fair enough, alright.
Well,
You're fine.
fantastic. Okay, so now that that thing has attacked me, you know what? I'm going to attempt to return the favor.
Alright.
And I am going to attack it with Tendril Attack because it's right next to me.
Hey, go for it. Nice. That'll hit.
I'm just gonna whomp on that thing for a minute.
That's a nice heavy hit too. Cap Joe, he has 7 health. Max.
Oh yeah, no, I am.
The first level D&D 5th ed, everybody's fucking squishy.
Joe, a stiff breeze could do bludgeoning damage to me.
Alright, HP Fox, what is Alyssa's doing?
I am going to assist in attacking that thing, so I'm going to move right here. Apparently,
Yeah.
right on top of
Joe,
him.
I didn't get much say in where I'm at. I just got put here.
And I'm going to do this.
That'll hit, nice. Alright. Mara, what are you doing?
Well, since you idiots pissed it off, I was gonna try and make this better, but no. I like how Squidface here, the one who gets on us about hitting things all the time, is the one who hit first. Anyways.
Me.
He got bit.
It's not a good excuse.
Now you know my plight with the mirrored people. They attacked first.
Okay,
You
well,
stabbed it with an arrow.
okay,
I
so,
poked it.
DM question.
So
Would it be possible for me
it's
to
like
kill this one, or try to kill this one, and yet calm the other 2 down?
You could probably kill this one, and then it will intimidate the other 2 into fleeing. But
Okay.
probably not calm them down. That's probably not an option.
Okay, because I have animal handling, and all hell has broken loose, and I'm proficient in it, but it's too late. So I'll go ahead and hit the thing.
Alright. I will also give you a hint that if you were to move either right there or right there,
Oh, flank it.
you would flank it and have advantage on your attacks.
Good deal. Okay, I'll do that then.
There you go. So 18. Nice. And 5 damage. Our blood's still not working, is it?
I'm going to need to send you something via Steam, by the way.
Okay.
This will come to have very big effects on me overall.
Okay.
because I want to find out. We've crafted this guy, but should I have that as an ability?
Give me a second.
Considering otherwise I'm just slapping these guys a lot.
Hybrid, it is your turn. Which, the next to the last thing on there, Volt?
The big red block.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Hybrid, what are you up to? I hear nothing.
She forgot her push stuck.
No, it's down. She's just
Yeah,
not
here,
saying
just-
anything.
Did you mute your mic on accident? On your end?
No, sorry.
Echo?
Nope. We can't hear you. Try closing and opening TeamSpeak again.
No,
There you
it's
go.
fine. I'm just an idiot.
There it is.
We're doing it now.
She's feigning death.
Phenomena.
Volt, let me get back to you on that.
Closest
Okay.
to the critter that's by Elsius, and I'm gonna attempt this animal handling again.
Alright.
Please don't piss it off. It's too close to me.
Run for your life!
So, you didn't piss it off this time, but you didn't make it any better either.
It looks at you like you might have a Downs problem.
So the
Break the
He
street.
says I'm special.
the two-headed dog wolf thing that you guys have been beating up on decides that, you know, maybe this mill isn't quite worth it, and he just kind of books it.
Dad, run, you bastard. Wow, you actually ran up the street.
Dipped out.
The other one decides, well, if he's leaving, fuck it, I'm not sticking around.
I would have fed you had you not been bastards.
Volt, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna go ahead and move over to this one right here on the other side of it.
Alright, so you've got
Because
advantage.
I'm sick and tired of getting whooped up on. I'm gonna attack this thing with the thunder.
Go for it.
I am tired of the bullshit.
It's the dumb one. It stuck around.
It's just the slow
There.
one. Nice.
Don't
That'll
pick
definitely
on the
hit.
slow one.
And that is enough to kill it in one hit.
I'm done with this shit.
Did you just smack it with one of your face wiggly things?
He did.
Yes.
Ew.
For those unaware, Volt is playing a Mind Flayer. So
But
he
I
does
think he
have
more or
typical
less
things.
ripped it apart with his face to ugly things.
He made the Zoidberg eating sound like.
The little fin on his head went up.
By the way, that 12 damage I did the last one,
Yeah.
same attack.
So you pick up this wolf with your hands, getting it, you know, under the neck and under the stomach, and just take a big old chunk out of its spine, and then decide, you know what, that brain's probably tasty. Crack its skull open and start eating.
It's a wolf,
Brain.
not a delicacy.
Look, you guys got to eat what you wanted at the end. Now I get to eat what I want. I didn't judge you when you were eating breads.
God forbid I'm normal.
What do you think we eat? This is it.
Plankton! I don't know.
Come here, let's see what's between your guys' plankton.
Alright, so you guys have this fortress in front of you now. And it rises up, let me see, I'm trying to remember, I think it's about 5 stories. And the fifth story kind of hangs out over the edge, so you have this like cylindrical tower in the center of it that rises up, and then at the top it kind of billows out, almost like a mushroom shape. The wall directly kind of in front of you is in pieces and shambles. So there you can see 2 doors leading in further into the keep. from where you guys are.
Let me just say now, we've discussed and discovered that splitting up is the wrong plan.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Nothing is sure anymore.
I'm going to spend
That's
the
a good
rest of my
answer.
turn eating wolf brain.
All right. So, HP Fox, what are you up to? Or what is Alyssa
Well,
say?
I'd like to go towards the fortress here, but that means I'd have to get closer to Brain Eater over here, and that's just kind of
No,
gross.
no, come on out. You know what? You can get in on this. Give this a try. Get in here. That's good brain.
No, thank you.
Can I do a check to see if eating the wolf brain will give me an antibody to cure me of the poison? That'd be
Or
great.
give him special powers.
Since it's technically what poisoned him.
Do you think he'll start singing Eye of the Tiger?
I'm just gonna stay right here.
All right. Mara, what are you up to?
I'm gonna move towards the doorway.
All right.
Do I see the thing I think I see in the doorway?
I don't know. Roll me a perception check. No, you don't see anything at all.
It's
Why do you
open.
ask?
Beautiful.
Where's the Costco doors, motherfuckers?
They've already been looted.
Ah! Alright, I'll stand in the doorway and look pretty.
All right. Hybrid, what are you up to?
While my curiosity is making me want to, like, lift up one of these tendrils to see exactly how this brain munching is going down, I don't really want to know. So I'm gonna go catch up with Mara.
Hey, you want some brain?
That is 9 kinds and not okay.
All right. Volt, what's Gaius up to?
Well, after discarding the now emptied cranium of the fallen wolf, I'm going to notice that the rest of the party, A, aren't apparently adventurous eaters, and B, are just blindly headed that direction. So I'm going to move to... Let me check with my ruler, since I probably should do that. Yeah, I can move to there. Great. That's still the ruler. Okay, I'm going to move to here. And before we go through said doorway like a bunch of bumbling idiots, I'm going to attempt to assist our situation by using... What is the range on that? 120, so that's plenty. Right there, I'm going to cast Dancing Lights to throw some light in there, see if I can't, you know, clear up exactly what we're headed into, other than just, you know, trusting the area.
All right, give me just a
Oh,
second.
look at the pretty fairy.
Like, you can just blindly walk into places all you want, but we've seen how that's turned out. I'm
One
not
of
about
us
that.
isn't a little girl.
All right, go
Hey!
ahead and oh,
Not you.
60 feet. Go ahead and roll me a perception check real fast. All right,
That's it.
so the room beyond that door seems to have escaped the worst effects of the collapse. Rubble still kind of litters the floor, and everything is covered in a thick layer of stone dust. Thick cobwebs cloak the ceiling and hang down to the walls like tapestries. And there seems to be, from what you can make out in there, another archway to the southwest.
Look, guys, it's the note room.
Oh, I'm spooked. And that will... You know what? That will quite happily be the end of my turn.
Okay, real quick before HP Fox's turn, I'm going to try refreshing this again so I can get everybody's names, because the ruler measurements and stuff aren't coming up either. So give me
Alright.
just a second.
While you're doing that, I'll be back here in one moment. Time to hit the old leg stretch. The RLS is a bitch.
So, while that's going on, while the page refresh is going on, you guys that are in Twitch, first of all, thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. It means a ton to all of us. We try to do this game every other week. And then on Sundays, there is a game that's a little bit... The players are higher level at this point. But that one happens every week, and they're both a lot of fun. Trying to think. They are currently in the middle of Rise of Tiamat. These guys aren't in a long module yet. I have no idea what the fuck is going on with the name tags. They're just not fucking working. We hit 100 followers back in July, and so we are doing a month-long giveaway this month for a vinyl Val and the Beholder figure. There's a raffle going on for entries into it, and what'll happen is on our game on August 30th we will pull a final winner, and they'll win the prize. So that's going on as well. If you guys want to get down on that, you can only... God damn it, that's loud. Maximus Kane, thank you for that follow. I've got to turn that down. You can only buy tickets once a night. So hold off on buying them until the end of the stream if you want to get as many as you can. And I don't know why the hell my giveaway command's not working, but there you go. That's the info.
Alright, back.
Welcome back. I refreshed. It still didn't work. I closed the browser. Actually, I didn't close the browser completely. Let me try that real quick.
He's lying. The DM lies.
What? No, I wouldn't do that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You ever have that moment where you've trolled yourself by accident? Because I talked about Eye of the Tiger and now I can't get it out of my damn head.
If it makes you feel better, there's a fruit truck that comes around my neighborhood and it blares Eye of the Tiger for some god-awful reason. I have no idea why.
When you eat fruit, you get strong.
Clearly.
Right. Well, it makes you feel any better. Here, we have an ice cream truck that doesn't know how to not.
Seriously.
That ice cream truck we have had go by in the winter. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I can see forever.
Like, it's 30 outside. Would you like a fucking snow cone?
Now the fucking... Alright, so I don't know what the hell's going on with my Firefox tonight. Because now the dynamic lighting's not working.
It's working for me.
It's working
It's
on my
back
end.
to normal now.
Welcome back. Alright, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get this one more
dynamic
try
lighting
here.
is fine on mine.
Yeah, I can't see it though. It's not showing on mine. Which means it wouldn't show on the stream. Which is no fun.
Weird.
Yeah, I chalk it up to my Firefox being weird tonight. I'm gonna try... What the hell?
Cream.
I have no idea what's going on. I have not a fucking clue. So, sorry guys, we're gonna play with dynamic lighting off for the stream. Sorry. You guys
That's
get to
real
see
weird.
everything. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. It's just being real weird tonight. I'm gonna blame Roll20 and just leave it at that. Alright. So you guys are in the looking through the archway. And you've got the cobweb covered room in there. And that was Volt's turn, so HP Fox, what are you doing?
I'm just going to politely scoot by Mara here and walk right into the room, now that it's all lit up.
Roll me a perception check. Alright.
Hey, check it out. A perception check that's above single digits.
So you walk into the room, and
Yep.
you're looking around, and as you do, this spider, the size of your torso pretty much, descends behind you.
I told you it was a room without...
It's 15 hit your AC.
No, it does not.
So it lunges and tries to bite at you, but does not quite hit. Alright. Cindy, what are you doing?
Well, I don't take kindly to spiders. I'm gonna run up and flank the fucker.
Alright,
Hit it with my stick.
go for it. God damn it. The 4 is not going to hit its AC.
I figured. Otherwise, that spider's bluffing.
give me a second, because I'm just having all kinds of trouble tonight. The AC and the HP for the spider didn't come over like they should have. So I gotta go look it up.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's... I'm blaming Roll20 and just saying that Roll20 is having an off night tonight.
And yes, Vince, each one of these rolls for perception checks, these are all D20s. With varying levels of proficiencies.
So if the spider didn't get its health and everything, that means it's a freebie, and I won. That's how it works, right?
Sure. Just tell that to the spider.
Fuck you, spider. Nobody likes it.
There we go.
Animal handling!
Cece, damn it.
Yeah, I
God,
should've
please
done
don't.
that.
Please
I
don't.
didn't even think about the fact that it's an animal. I just saw a giant fucking nope monster.
Alright,
Too many legs.
so it's taken care of. Oh, you know what? It actually should be its turn. So, Mara just took a swing at it, so it's not amused by that.
Fuck you, thing.
It's 20 hit your AC?
Yes.
Go ahead and 9 damage and a con save, please.
Oh god.
You can do it, I have faith in you.
Oh!
Oh, that's,
Nice!
that's
Take,
a
because you did
save.
crit that. Because you naturally crit that, don't take any poison damage.
Sweet. So just 9 points?
Yep, just 9 damage. Sorry,
Thank God
yeah, just 9
I
damage.
was at 2. I am at 2 health.
Holy shit, it's a bracket.
Oh, shit.
It's
Hey, Bracken. See that follow button?
Yeah, for real. Hit
Do
that
it.
follow button.
Hit that follow button, Bracken.
Definitely.
God damn it. It will, won't it? Do it anyway. Hybrid, what are you up to?
Okay, so since handling animals has not been in my favor, I'm just gonna come up and smack it with my whip.
Go for it. Ogeth Yeti, and I'm sure I fucked up the beginning of that. Thank you for that follow.
Downs!
That'll hit. Alright. Volt, what are you up to?
Y'all crazy jumping on spiders?
Hey, it tried to jump on me.
Bracket, thank you for that follow.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, I'm going to attempt to help those guys, and I'm going to command my dancing lights to move right into that spider's eyes. Just blind the thing.
Alright, give me the dancing lights description thing again.
Here you go. And I'm gonna combine them into the vaguely humanoid form.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna have that form of the lights just all up in its face.
Okay, so it'll have disadvantage on its attacks then.
And now that has happened, now I'm gonna come in here with these guys. Let me first rule her out to see if I can do that. Hey, baller. I'm gonna move in here. Can I still attack, or is that my turn?
That would be your turn.
Fantastic, that's good enough for me.
Alright, HP Fox, what's Alyssa's doing?
I'm glad dark vision isn't like night vision goggles, or I'd be blind as fuck right now.
It is kind of bright as fuck.
I'm just gonna stab it.
Go for it. Roll me a d20, please, sir.
Nice knowing you.
So, you lunge forward with your rapier, trying to stab at one of the spider's legs.
Its legs? Why did I aim for its legs?
I don't know, that's what you did. And instead you missed and poked Gaius. So Gaius takes 6 points of damage.
Take 6
Oh,
points
this
of
wasn't-
damage.
Holy shit.
The fuck is wrong with you?
The
you
tiefling
crazy
just
son
stabbed
of a
you.
bitch?
Alright.
Well,
Mara, it's your turn.
Jiminy Christmas. It's a comedy of errors in this group.
Alright, well.
Well, first I'm gonna drink a healing potion because goddamn.
That's probably a good idea.
Should I even roll since I only have 11 health?
Yeah, go ahead and just so you guys are used to it.
What is it?
2d8 plus 4. I believe. If that's not right, it is now. I think it's 2d8 plus 5, but whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, might as well finish the job and smack it around.
Go for it.
Yeah.
No.
That's what she's
Why
gonna
not? Fuck that thing.
Alright, in the sense of fairness, let's figure out who it's going to attack.
Oh god.
do. Bring it on!
Um,
I'm ready.
so it looks at HP Fox that tried to stab it.
Of course it does. I don't blame it.
This 13 hit your AC?
It does not.
Alright, so it misses. Yeah. And other than that, it is HP or Hybrid. Your turn. I can't speak tonight.
Alright. I'm gonna smack it again.
Go for it. That'll hit.
Yay!
Alright. Guys, what are you doing?
Okay, now before I get too far, I want everyone to make sure they're sitting down for this and brace themselves. I'm gonna drink a health potion. Weird. I know, but that's what I'm doing.
Probably tastes like gnat's piss to you.
My health potions are actually made out of liquefied brain. Oh, look, I'm
nice.
back to full health. What a shock. And now I'm just gonna bludgeon this thing with my tentacles because that's what I do.
Alright, since you're not... Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack it with tendrils because I'm standing right here. Who knows? Maybe I'll attack Stabby dude that can't aim. Let's find out.
My
Nope.
bad.
You can't hit it either, though. You guys, make sure to remind me that you do have advantage on these because he's flanked. I forget. But either way, you didn't hit it.
Hey, did you not have advantage? He's flanked.
HP Fox. Your turn, sir.
I'm gonna go with bracket, sweep the leg.
I am going to attempt to stab it again, and I apologize if I stab someone else instead.
Alright.
Here we go.
25. That is a crit. Go ahead and give me a d20, please.
Jesus.
Alright, so it's double damage, so 20 damage with that stab. Nice stab.
Well, thank you.
You steal yourself a little bit. You go, I'm not missing this time. You aim for the beady little, like, not beady, I guess that's a bad description, but the little spot between its head and its thorax. And you just plunge your rapier right through it, killing it dead. Nicely done.
Does that make up for almost killing a party member?
No.
Apparently not.
Don't worry. I'll be remembering them.
I'm sure
The
you
kind
will.
of person tries to stab a spider in the leg. It hits 8 of them.
Yeah, 8 times the target, right?
How could
And you still
miss? It was
missed.
3 feet in front of you.
Well, maybe I mistook one of your tentacles for its legs.
Okay, I just want
You
to
were
remind
blind.
everybody, this is the man who couldn't work stairs the first time we met.
You're the worst.
Alright, so you guys have
I'm never going to
dispatched
let that one down.
with the spider. No, you're probably not. Alright. What are, let's see, it is HP Fox just had his turn. So, Mara, what are you doing?
Well, let's do a perception check and see if there's anything interesting maybe behind all these webs.
Alright.
Eggs.
It's a room.
No, in fact, you see all the spider webs and you're so disgusted, you're just like, ugh. I don't even want to look at them.
Well, seeing as I can't see anything, can I still try something?
Sure, you only kind of looked around and then decided
Let's-
you didn't want to.
Let's just decide that this room sucks, and I'm gonna put my torch against the webs and see if they catch fire.
So you're gonna light the room that we're in on fire.
Okay.
It's 'cause
You've convinced me that I'm dumb. I'll stand here and be disgusted.
He stabbed me, and now you want to set the room on fire.
You deserve it. You ate brains.
It's what I eat. You know, every time you bring up that I eat brains, you're just being a little more speciesist. Is that what you want to be? Is that what this is? I mean...
Can't breathe.
Look at me. My people don't eat that because all my people know how to eat is the food that's left by the scraps of our patrons. Me. Speciesist. You know, this is why we eat you. This is why we eat you.
I hate talking.
Alright, so, Sydney, are you doing anything else that's not lighting the room on fire? Alright.
No, I think I'll be nice.
This is really bugging me that the dynamic lighting's not working. Hang on, I'm gonna try this again real quick.
Still wish our party had John Cena in it. We wouldn't have these problems.
I have faith in you.
Well, people's chance would make things better.
Wait for that to be the boss of the dungeon. Into the fun room. Dun, 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 dun.
All it is a 5-fingered hand waving in front of that face.
The boss room is just nothing but just a wrestling ring, and he's perched up on the top turnbuckle.
But it's okay if she was good
Oh,
No, I'm trying things out. It's still not working.
okay, we're back. I was like, I'm back in town. What's happened?
Yeah, I was trying maybe, like, switching the map will do it. Nope, I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. So, fuck it, we'll do it without tonight, and then, so I've restarted the browser. Maybe I'll just... I don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
Different browser.
I can, but OBS isn't set up for a different browser. I suppose, actually,
Yeah,
I could do it real quick. It wouldn't take me but just a second. You guys that are watching, because your opinion is really the one that's affected here. Do you want me to... You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care. I'm going to do it on Chrome. Give me a second. We're going to redo this.
Meanwhile, let's discuss more
Yeah.
about how my wife is apparently a rampant speciesist
It's true.
that doesn't believe that people should be allowed to eat what they're culturally raised to eat.
You can eat it. I just would like you to take it in another room.
You can
Or,
eat it.
Warn us.
What warning do you need? Hi,
Not.
I eat brains.
Well, okay,
That's what
here's
I
the thing.
do.
Here's the thing. We killed the thing. Well, you killed the thing.
Yeah, we
And
killed the
your
thing.
first thought was, I'm starving. Let me suck the brain.
Because you all got to eat your bread and crap human food. No consideration to me. Wasn't one brain in there that anyone was volunteering to let me eat out of their skull. They're all like, no, I'm still using it. I'm a villager. I have an important scarecrow-fearing life to lead.
Have you considered bacon?
Yeah, it's called pig, and if we run into one, I'm going to eat its brain too.
To be fair, I don't think a lot of those villagers had brains.
So
Not
you
what they were
exactly standing up and saying, oh, by the way, was thinking of you. I bought some fresh brain while we were at the tavern. Here, enjoy a snack. I have to eat what I can find. Must be nice to just eat what everyone else eats.
We hear you, heathen.
The worst.
Now, instead of throwing us under the chopping block, did you ask them if they had any brains for you?
Did you see those people? They didn't have ones on their own. Do you think they had spares?
And it's not our fault, is it?
So I've got the lighting is up and working again now.
We're back in
Fair
the
though,
woods.
those villagers probably couldn't rub two brain cells together to make a thought.
Well, you found out what they could rub together, didn't you?
What are you
But
doing?
There we go. That's much better. Alright, so it was, I believe Mara was trying to set the room on fire. You guys decided that was not a good idea. So it is now Cece's turn. So Hybrid, what are you up to?
Grudgingly ignoring Mr. Squidface. Nope, I am too distraught.
You apparently have stumbled into a group of the spider webs, and they're currently clinging to your face, and you are busy trying to pull them off.
Nice. Hey, I can impersonate Mr. Squidface now.
Yeah, okay, I'll share the next brain with you.
Yeah, I don't know why the giveaway command's not working. I swear it should be, but I will go ahead and paste it in here. Kilroy, yes, this is 5th edition. Alright, so Volt, what is Gaius up to?
First off, I assume that the corpse of the spider is still in the room with us?
It is.
I'm gonna go ahead and reach in there and take one of the fangs out of it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that into my pouch of holding for later. In fact, I'm gonna take both fangs off of it. Because you never know when you're gonna need them.
Fair enough.
Brains and like collect
Take
fangs
those.
and more animals.
Now, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Mara and throw her into the... I am going to do much the same that I did the first time, as I'm just going to move... You know what? Right there's good enough. That's plenty for me. In fact, you know what? I'm going to move there. Can I see anything into the next room through this doorway? Like, if I move actually to right here.
Yeah, you can look in there.
Alright, let's do that. Let's kind of investigate the next room before we just go blindly charging into it.
Alright, give me just a second. So that room is actually... It's pretty open. There's more debris and rubble in that room. Same kind of amount of dust that you see in this room, but it is surprisingly clear of spider webs.
Baller. I still have a little bit of move left, I believe. So, I'm going to go ahead and just step right on in here.
Alright.
And I will end my turn in there.
Okay, and this red there is a Costco brand door.
Yes! Dudes. I don't want to spoil what's coming up for you. But there's a pretty badass door in here. Just so you know.
HP Fox, what is Alyssa's up to?
I'm just gonna follow suit and just have a quick look around the room.
Alright. So it is, the edges are kind of filled with rubble. There's a door there on the eastern wall. It's a Costco brand door. Wood, iron bindings, all that fun Costco brand stuff. Other than that, the room is relatively void of features.
Neat. That's all my movement, so I can't do anything else.
Alright. Mara, what are you doing?
Well, let's do another perception check before I leave the room to see if there's actually anything to see in the damn spiderwebs.
Alright.
Other than CC.
Cece is in the spiderweb.
You know what? Fuck this room. I'm done.
Alright.
And that'll end my turn.
Alright, and Cece, what are you doing?
Not a perception check. I'm gonna just begrudgingly walk out of this room covered in spider webs and just casually pull them off my face and just pat them on the mind flare. Here, you can have these.
Alright.
How'd you know? My favorite.
Alright, so everybody goes around to Gaius. Gaius, what are you up to?
Well, first I'm just going to take note of how everyone was all creeped out that I eat brains, but yet they're all huddling around me for safety. That's nice. So, what I'm going to do, instead of checking out that door, I'm going to move right over here, because I want to investigate, much like they were trying to do with the spiderwebs. I want to investigate the rubble. Anything of merit in the rubble necessarily, or is it just rubble?
Roll me a perception check.
These buttons are too goddamn small. I'm going to have to work on my macros for this. There we go.
So you dig through the rubble, and you do find some rusted, broken weapons that have probably been there since the keep fell during the battle. Most of them kind of disintegrate as soon as you tap them against anything. Digging around a little bit further, you do find, it looks like a spiderweb pouch, basically. And if I have to give you something to compare it to, it looks like a sack of spider eggs. But when you kind of pick it up and examine it, it jingles a little bit. Like there's something metal inside.
Neat. I'm going to shred that thing open. I want to see what I just found.
Alright, so inside of it, there is a leather collar, and it's studded with lapis stones, and it's got a silver tag on it with the name Kia.
I found a car. I'll go ahead and just put that into the old pouch along with everything else I have. In fact, in that pouch I should probably mark that I have those two spider fangs I picked up. That'd probably be a good idea.
If you want to mark the collar, it's worth 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
Your player
One
knows that,
collar.
your character doesn't. All that fun stuff.
Okay. Yes. One collar worth 50 gold.
Alright.
Boss. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move over here with the rest of my turn, and I'm gonna call it good.
Alright.
I mean, I am going to, of course, show them the neat collar that I picked up, because, check it out. Stuff.
Check it out, he got a new slave collar.
Yeah, I did. Who wants it?
HP Fox, what's Alyssa's doing?
Now, when I see a Costco brand door, I can't help myself. I just have to give it a nice hefty shove.
Alright.
I thought you liked to inspect it first to make sure that it was not a knockoff.
Nah. When I see Costco, I know Costco.
So are you pushing in or pulling towards you?
Pushing in.
It doesn't budge.
You did.
And I have flashbacks to many supermarkets and try and give it a pull.
So roll me a dexterity check.
The door smacks you in the face. Oh.
Yes,
I was
good
like-
deal.
See?
I found two spider fangs and a Kia Spectre. Thank you.
You fling the door open, and this wash of rubble and stone just kind of comes pouring out of the door, burying your feet on its way out.
That's what happens to friend stabbers.
Just gonna stand there with a very dissatisfied look on my face.
The inside
turn.
of the door, or of the inside of the room that the door opened to, you can see some stairs back behind all the piles of rubble, but you don't see really a clear way of being able to get to them at all. There's just too much stuff piled up between you and it.
Why do you do this to me, Costco door? I thought we were friends.
Well, to be fair, the door didn't do anything to you.
Blame gravity.
I mean, the door just did what doors do.
Or Canada. Either one will work.
Canadians. Like they're people.
So,
Hey!
Katie just realized she's Canadian.
so Mara, what are you up to?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and come on down to this door here that is open. Well, archway, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a perception check to not die.
So that room is much like the room that he opened the door to, is filled with rubble to the point of where trying to pass through it isn't really a viable option.
Well, you would think that, but
I mean, if you want to try, be my
I
guest.
have a crowbar and a hammer.
She wants to test the firmness of the rubble with her face.
Well, it looks like it's a dead end here, and looks like Alcia's found a dead end, so maybe we should backtrack, through the Room of Doom.
Alright, so, Hybrid, what's CC up to?
I'm not even sure at this conjecture. Door number 1 is full of rocks. Door number 2, archway number 1 is, looks pretty impassable, and I really don't want to go back into spiderweb land. Is there any... Does it even look like there's any possible way of shoveling this rubble out, or does it look like it's coming from all the way from the top?
It looks like it's coming all the way from the top.
Well, bugger.
Surely there can't be another spider bro.
There are always more spider bros, and don't call me
Damn
Spider.
it.
Roll me a perception check, Hybrid.
Nope.
We are the most observant assholes in the whole
Hey.
fucking
You are-
world.
You are 99% convinced that there are probably more spiders back in that room.
Hey, I rolled an 18. You eat it.
So you're just kind of standing around waiting for somebody to figure out what else to do?
I'm not going in there.
Okay. Guys, what's Guys
Okay.
up to?
So, obviously these ways are not the way to go. So I'm gonna... Hold on 1 second. I need to fire you off a thing right over here. There we go.
No, you're fine.
Cool. So I'm gonna move, right into here. Close enough that I can see all the webbing
Okay.
without, necessarily trying to wear any more of it. And now that we're not in the room, I'm gonna use a torch to set the webbing on fire.
Okay.
You stole my idea.
No, your idea was to cook us.
That's irrelevant.
If you had lived,
So-
you could have had fried brains. What are you bitching about?
Exactly.
So the flames spread across the edges of the room, going up the walls, filling the room with a kind of acrid smoke, but it burns off quickly, and leaving some bare walls where the spider webs once covered it.
Congratulations, you found rocks.
Well, at least I didn't try to cook us. So, that being done, I'm gonna... And I see nothing else in the room. It's just walls and floor.
Yep.
Okay, so, guys, there's nothing left in there. So I'm gonna come back in here with my buds.
Why would you come back in here? We're trying to leave here.
No, because you guys can lead into... I led into this room, you can lead into the other rooms.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend the rest of my turn just kind of looking through the rubble still because I found one thing. Maybe I'll find some more stuff.
Sure. Roll me a perception. You spend a good long while eyeballing the rocks, but doesn't seem to be anything else of interest in them.
Okay, well I'm just gonna pick up and take a reasonably sized chunk of stone with me.
Okay.
Because if I'm gonna spend that much time, I'm gonna take some rocks with me. You never know when you'll need them. Like
Fair enough.
basically, like average fist-sized rock.
Sure. All right. HP Fox, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna scoot down over here and Just take a good look in here, see if I can see past all the rocks.
Okay. Roll me a perception. So you take a look around and trying to look for viable ways out, and you catch another exit on the other side of the room. Looking through it, it looks like you could see signs of struggle and tufts of dog fur, and you guess it probably just leads into a circle back to where you came in.
Hey, Cece, I'm pretty sure I saw some shinies on the other side of that Costco door. Start digging.
Really,
Not
bro?
really too much else I'm gonna
Really?
do. Well, absolutely.
I mean, I believe him.
He thinks you're a sucker.
I see this.
Hey, my face isn't covered in spiderwebs.
Everybody give me insight rolls real quick.
No.
I am proficient.
I'm with
in
him. I don't
insight.
want to do that.
Okay.
As am I.
Alright, so
Or apparently I do.
all of you other than Volt realize that the inside of this level isn't really going to get you anywhere, but with the crumbling structure of the fort, you may be able to actually climb up the sides of the walls.
So become the spiders.
We could always get a spider mount and then have it climb.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
which walls? in the
You're going to
room
make
we're
the
in?
best progress on like the outside walls.
Like in the room we're in?
No, like out where you fought the dogs.
Alright, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move through the spider room.
Okay.
That's about as far as I
Well,
can move
it's
there.
pretty much just a room now.
Previously known as spider room.
The room formerly known as Spider.
Yes.
Hybrid, you're doing the same thing?
Actually, it would be the room formerly known as Nope.
Alright. Volt, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna be disappointed that apparently Alces was born in a barn and couldn't close the door that he opened, and then I'm just gonna go with him.
There were rocks in the way. Come on.
Yeah,
Expect me to move them just to close the door again?
I expect you to put things back where you find them.
How about you put the brains back where you found them?
Ooh,
Well, I
burn.
would, but I can't eat skull. There's some things you don't do.
Sounds like a
Yes.
personal problem to me.
That is so much better than the answer I was expecting.
Speciesist.
Cindy, Mara, what are you up to?
Oh, let's keep on trucking here.
What's a truck?
Alright.
A cart. So, is there anything over here through this archway here?
That is
Or-
the same side of the other, or a different side
Oh,
of the
that's
other
right.
room that's filled with rubble.
Alright,
Still
so
roll.
where, so like the walls over here, like down here?
Yeah, or down there, either one.
Whatever.
Oh, go with yours.
Okay. Go ahead and
Side
give
pick,
me a
side
climb check or a strength check, whichever one you want. I don't know if climb is still a thing in 5th Ed, now that I'm thinking about it.
I can't do shit. I'm so weak.
You, like, get your fingers into a brick over your head and try to get your feet up on the wall and just kind of, you know that scraping motion you make with your feet when you're trying to climb something? Yeah, that's about what happens. Alright, Hybrid, what are you up to?
Before I do this, does acrobatics count as trying to climb up something?
Yeah, you can do acrobatics or athletics.
Sweet!
Oh, I would have done that then.
And I am proficient in my acrobatics.
So you make it up to the 2nd floor. I am dragging you down into... so if you just scroll down, you should see your token.
Okay.
And we'll come back to
Because
you.
I'm nice, I'm gonna toss down some rope.
Do you have some rope?
I do have some rope.
Okay.
I have silk rope.
So you guys that make climb checks or athletics or acrobatics checks, take them at advantage since you have a rope to use now. Volt, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to come out here and do the rope climb, or at least I'm going to attempt to.
Okay.
Which one do I want? Yeah, let's go with that one.
12 you will struggle, but you will finally make it up with the assistance of the room.
Yeah.
So if you just scroll straight down, you should find yourself.
Yep, we good.
HB Fox. You make it with flair.
Shell up.
I do.
He's using fire? Not cool.
And Mara.
Wish me luck. God damn it.
Even with the rope, it's a struggle. Alright, so you guys end up on what looks like a kind of a balcony area. Or at least it was part of a room, and you're guessing a lot of the rubble that you climbed over in the lower level probably came from where this room collapsed. But you have two doors, one to the north and one to the south. Both are Costco brand doors. And we're at hybrid. So, what's CC doing?
I am going to check the door to the south and try and open it.
All right.
I gotta roll for that. What do I need?
Roll me a dexterity check, please. Is that something you're proficient in?
My dex, yes.
Okay. So you throw the door open just in time and dodge out of the way just in time as a javelin comes hurling through the door in your general direction.
Oh, sweet sister Mary Frances.
But you do dodge out of the way.
Do I need to?
Since
No,
you're like
you're
right
right.
behind me.
No, you're fine.
Oh, thank God.
She need to duck because it was a indication of how she handled that rope. We could be in trouble.
I'm good at running, not climbing.
So the room beyond the door is octagonal, and it's covered in a fine layer of dust. It's clearly been abandoned for a long time.
Goodness. Somebody needs to get their maid in here.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna mosey right on into the middle of the room because fuck observation checks.
All right. And that'll bring us over to Gaius. Gaius, what are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead and collect the rope that we extended down. I'm gonna go ahead and-
I had assumed that Hybrid picked it back up. I didn't think she just left it hanging there.
She might have.
That's a silk rope. That shit's mine.
I'm going to pick it up and bring it to her since she apparently forgot it. Inform her maybe she needs to take better care of her things.
Right.
You smug
And
asshole.
I'm going to notice that I'm going to move. Actually, let me see how far I've moved. Yeah, okay, so that's about the ball game for that. Can't get any further, so... Actually, I can move... Can I move double if I'm not doing anything else in a turn?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll just count it as you running.
Okay. I'm just gonna come over to this door, and since apparently we're just flinging doors open, well, I'm gonna check and see if the door is locked first. Or if it's easy just to open and lock is great.
No, not locked.
Cool. I'm gonna just toss that door open. Yeah! Assuming I can see them, since they are right on the other side of that door.
Yeah, you can.
Guys.
So,
Making
problem.
friends.
on the other side in that room, There are racks of weapons line the wall. Above the racks hangs various shields, pieces of armor, weapon, and standards on display. Most of the racks are empty, but a few weapons remain in place. And as you're looking over the weapons in the racks in the room, a horrible stench kind of fills the air. It's kind of akin to rotten eggs mixed with the reek of an open sewer.
Guys, good news.
You found your home.
I found some stuff. Bad news. I found some living stuff.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Sure. There you go.
So you are immune to the smell.
Nice.
So it does stink real bad, but it doesn't make you sick.
Let's be fair, it's an elephant. Like, he knows what rotten smells like.
I don't even have a nose.
The one in the back, as you throw the door open, just aggressively charges forward. He's not amused at all.
Rude.
And just takes a couple of swings at you.
No, there's no need for that.
Does 15 hit your AC?
15 does, yes.
Go ahead and take three damage from his claws.
This is the furthest away from death I've been in a while.
You actually took a hit, and you're like, oh, I'm not dead. How about that?
Check it out. I'm not meat.
Alright, HB Fox, what are you up to?
So that door is wide open then?
They are. Both the doors are open.
Well, let's hope I don't hit you again.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, it's kind of entertaining. That'll miss.
I tried.
Hey, he hit the wall on the other side of the room. That counts.
Alright, Cindy, what's Mara up to?
Okay, let's see. So, I'm gonna stay back here, but I'm gonna shoot at the mad thing that's going towards guys.
Okay.
Stop shooting at me.
Maybe don't open doors with your face, you know. Nice hit.
Oof.
Tell me I don't know what I'm shooting at.
So an arrow goes flying by Gaius' head and just kind of impales itself in the troglodyte's throat.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Still shot at me.
So, Twist, unfortunately, the bot, you can only buy tickets for it once. I contacted the guy that actually coded the bot just to see if it was an option that he was planning on implementing, where you could, add more tickets as the night went on to raffles and stuff. And unfortunately, he said that's not on the it's not on the table at the moment.
She did. I know it.
So, unfortunately, you still only have the 40. Sorry. But on the plus side, you saved your XP for next game.
Come back Sunday.
That's right.
There you go.
Buy another set on Sunday. Hybrid, what is CC up to?
Is it dead yet?
It is not. It looks real hurt, but it's not dead.
Okay, I'll fix it. Hang on.
Don't fix it. Let's not do that. Oh, thank God, someone that doesn't put me in the way.
Did I get it?
You did.
Huzzah!
And our blood's not working again. What the hell? But, alright, I redid that. So, that one is dead. The other one is bemused at the death of his friend. Bemused? That's not the right word. Bewildered. There we go.
I like it.
There we go.
I'm gonna say, he's happy his friend died?
Yes.
Fuck that guy.
That guy was an asshole. I was stuck in this room with that guy for 100 years. That guy's a fuckhead. So he charges forward.
Son of
And he sees that the person there with the whip took out his friend, so it's clearly the bigger threat.
Aw, damn it.
Does 20 hit your AC?
And then some. Ow.
Praise Heaven.
About 14.
14's right at, yeah.
Just take the 5, not the 4. So 8 damage total.
Oh!
Right. What's Gaius up to?
Well, I want to heal, but I'm not going to do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move onto the other side of it, getting advantage. And now, remember said previous big-ass rock?
Yeah.
I'm just going to bash it into the back of this thing's skull.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to roll for
Easy
that.
access for
Roll me,
snack time.
roll me a strength check.
Alright.
Yeah, you missed.
Well, I did it.
This is why you let the professionals shoot the thing.
That's right.
So,
Good try.
I'm just going to stay right here and hold on to my rock and try that again later.
Alright. HP Fox, what's Alyssa's up to? That...
Missing again, I
No,
assume.
that hits.
Nice.
And apparently, you just playing Hawkeye tonight, because that's just enough to kill it. So,
Nice.
as the rock is bouncing off the back of this head, Alyssa lets an arrow fly, and it just lodges right in the troglodyte's throat. It chokes on some blood before falling over dead. Nicely done.
So it's teasing bolts, is what you're saying.
It is. And let the rock just glances off of it. The arrow, on the other hand, no, right in the nice tender flesh. Alright, so what's Mara up to?
Can I check the troglodytes for the loots?
Sure.
Haven't they
perception?
any loot?
Let me see, hang on. So there's nothing on the troglodytes, but you can take a look around the room first. Go ahead and roll me a perception. Alright, so you come across a masterwork silver dagger.
Ooh.
Neat.
Remind me after game to give you the stats for that.
Okay.
Hybrid, your turn. What are you up to?
Okay, so there's all these weapon shelves and stuff. I'm assuming everything else is dead. I'm gonna go spelunking through the shelves.
Alright, roll me a perception check. Alright. You come across a masterwork light shield. It's emblazoned with the crest of a leaping dolphin.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright, Volt, what are you up to?
Okay. Well, if you want to wait on.
I'm going to use part of my turn to rest, just because I need to, not be at full health. That'd be great.
Alright, well, for a short rest to work, you guys would all need to rest for 1 to 3 hours.
Ooh. Okay, so I'll just move in here then, and instead,
I could give him a health potion.
I'm not using any more of my health pots yet.
Oh.
So I will just, take a peek at the weapon racks as well. Now, see,
Alright.
this is how you find nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. See some wizardry? Boom, there it is. Nothing.
Yeah, you come across a couple of weapons, but they're all kind of rusted and falling apart. HB Fox, what are you up to?
Fine, I'll take one of them anyways.
It's worth 2 copper. Good job.
I'm not using for the copper. I got plans for this rusted piece that I found.
HB Fox, what are you up to, sir?
I am going to move somewhere. Move right here. I am going to hand one of my health pods to Gaius, because I am the reason he used one of them earlier.
Hey!
And then I'm going to look at the weapons racks and such.
Alright, roll me a perception. Alright, so you dig around under a couple of shields that are beyond use, and you find this folded up banner depicting a bird made out of living flames. Go ahead and give me a knowledge check. Or or actually this would be wisdom. Wisdom check.
I'll have you know, wisdom is my worst stat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a pretty banner. That's about all you get out of it.
I'll stuff it in my bag anyway. I like pretty
Alright.
things.
Fair enough. Alright. Cindy, Mara, what are you up to?
Alright, so let's look at one of these doors. Let's go northernmost door.
Alright, you throwing it open?
Why not? Do I do a strength text?
No.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
swing the
that's
door
fair.
open. And judging from the shelves lining their walls, the darkened room might have once been a storeroom, though its contents of logs succumbed to the passage of time. A crack in the northern wall has apparently let in some rainwater, which has collected in a large puddle on the floor.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
Oh, I don't want to know what I'm seeing.
So it's a little, well, I say little. It's a blue lizard. And it's the size of like a cat.
Okay.
And as you throw open the door, it runs towards you, just kind of in a very excited manner.
I am proficient in animal handling, so can I use that?
Sure, go for it.
Well,
So what are you doing exactly?
trying to just kind of let it know that I'm not a threat and, you know, kind of project calm towards it, see if that'll help.
Okay. It runs around and kind of darts real quick and kind of in erratic motions. You do notice that there seems to be this little crackle of electricity that jumps between its ears on occasion.
Awesome. I'm gonna let everybody know what I saw and to stay the fuck away from the water.
I want it.
It's a Pokemon.
I also want it, but not at the risk of, you know, what Bombsy Bomb over here likes.
Alright. Hybrid, what are you up to?
I'm peeking in the door too. I'm gonna go ahead and go in, but being extra careful to avoid the water from
Okay.
what Mara suggested.
Good idea.
Alright.
Right in there. It doesn't look. No, just it doesn't look like it's going to be a threat at all from its behavior, I'm guessing.
Its behavior hasn't been aggressive.
Okay. It's cute. It's kitty-sized. I want it.
Roll me a either animal handling or a nature check.
Brace yourselves, we might have a fight. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
So, trying to think of the best way to describe this. You recognize that the animal isn't really something that can be domesticated. It's a little too, or at least this one has been away from people for a little too long, and it's kind of wild. You could try to Fanned? No, that'd be amusing as hell, but no, unfortunately. You could try to pick it up if you'd like, but because this thing hasn't had any contact with any humanoids, chances are it's going to not take kindly to it.
I have some nom-noms on me. I'm gonna throw it like a little scrap of meat.
We didn't need that you anyway.
Feed it.
So you're throwing something at it?
Well, in its general direction on the floor for it to come up to. I'm not gonna
All
chuck food at it.
I just had to make sure.
Eat this, you bastard!
Be my friend, you fucker! Smack!
I'd like to do a time check to make sure it's not after midnight first.
That's what I was thinking.
Alright, give me a real quick AFK. I'll be right back, guys.
He needs to step away for a second to see if he can train the Pokemon. I don't know.
Sweet.
Is that a euphemism?
This is my first thought. I'm like, I want to train the Pokemon. I don't know.
I know, I want it to be a Flynn.
I will sick it on people, and most likely eventually eat it. But
So do you think you just gain power from everything you eat?
yeah, actually,
You weirdo.
it's kind of what we do. We don't just
It's a little
do it for
creepy.
it's nutritious, but we actually learn things from it. Why do you think we're so smart? I remember everything from every brain that I've ever eaten.
Then why don't you remember where you came from?
Because I didn't eat my own brain.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see you try.
One of those little tendrils like wiggle in your own ear and just be like, that tickles.
Please don't encourage him when he's so close to me.
I'm gonna eat him.
Nom, 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 nom.
For those in chat that are not aware, our DM has declared that he needs to step away for a half second.
Did not.
And he'll be back.
Complete lies.
Hey,
I'm not coming back.
he found his Pokemon trainer guide. We're good to go.
Alright. So you threw some. What did you throw as far as for food? What did you put out there for it?
Well, I had some rations, and usually in that is like jerky, so I tore up a piece of jerky and threw that at him.
Okay. So it runs around and kind of sniffs at the jerky for a second, and then you see it kind of stand back up on its hind legs, and a bolt of electricity jumps from its ears down to the piece of jerky, causing it to pop and fling up around the room. And then it, in complete and utter shock at the reaction to this, the lizard bounces away from the jerky, not quite sure what to make out of it.
Oh, it's so cute!
All right, Volt, what are you up to?
I can see everything that's going on in there.
Yeah.
Can I tell the general intelligence of this thing?
Roll me a intelligence check or a nature check or a animal handling check, whichever one you want.
Ooh. I never get to use a nature check. Let's do that. There we go. Just because I want to click that button.
You get the sense that it's probably got the intelligence of like a house cat.
Squirrel.
Alright, you know what? Let's see what I have in my backpack. What? You know what? I'm going to use my turn.
What?
I'm going to go ahead and just drink this potion while these guys play with the cat.
Alright.
It's a thunder
You know, this is really difficult to pull off, considering that the 8 key on my 10 on the 10 keys at the top of my keyboard decided to piss off like a year ago.
Damn it.
So I'm like, okay, type. Wait, no, I have to go over the 10 key for this one.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them play with
Okay.
whatever they're playing with right now, and I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm going to take another peek at the weapons while we're in here, because these people are finding really good stuff, and I found this busted-ass rusted sword.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Hey! More busted ass.
This time, you found a busted-ass dagger.
Ooh, I'll take that, too.
HB Fox, what are you up to?
I'm going to do exactly what he just did and take another look at the weapons, because it'd be nice to get more than just some old towel.
Okay. So you take your time looking around the room. You're peeking behind the unusable stuff, stuff that's not worth anything, and it looks like you guys have kind of cleared out the room for anything that may have been of value.
Oh.
Of course we did.
Have
Wait, I
have
also
my
noticed-
busted-ass dagger.
That coming in here and going through these rooms, it's the same layout as the ground floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to approach this door just like I did before.
See?
Half in the door apparently, and cautiously open the door.
All right. Roll me a dexterity check. So you throw the door open.
You did it.
Good door again.
And something's just kind of got you distracted as you're opening the door. And it may be the sounds of electricity hitting a piece of jerky in the other room. But for
That is
whatever
pretty
reason...
distracting.
Hang on. For whatever reason, you miss it, and this javelin just comes flying out of the door. Hits you right in the shoulder.
Ow.
Mm.
Dim traps. The other side of the door is a set of spiral staircases leading up and down. Looking down, you can see that the stairs end in rubble that you can guess was probably what fell out onto your feet earlier.
And I'm just gonna stand right here, waiting for them to finish playing their electric cat.
Alright. Cindy, what's Mara up to?
I'm gonna come on in here next to Cece. And I'm gonna try to gently open this door and hopefully not anger the little thing.
Okay.
That's strength, right?
Nope.
Oh.
You throw the door open,
Whoa!
and it's the platform that you climbed up onto.
Okay. So let's do a perception check in the room.
Alright.
It's a room.
The shine of the electricity from the lizard off the water has you enthralled.
Sparkles.
Did we lose the stream?
I don't think so.
Chatty
Still
saying that
rolling.
we're offline. Weird.
No, yeah, it's still going. I don't know what chat's being weird. Ignore chat. It doesn't know what it's talking about. Alright,
Figured I'd
you-
mention it. Like Chatty's like stream offline. I'm like,
yeah, I think that's just chatty being weird. It does that occasionally.
weird.
Hybrid, what are you up to?
I am bound and determined to tame this fucker. So, I'm going to attempt to use my animal handling cautiously and
See.
give it a sense of, hey, I want to be your friend.
Alright, so it runs up to you. And you can feel the hair kind of standing up on your arms and the back of your neck as it gets closer from the static that's emanating off of this thing. And you reach down to pet it consolingly, or not consolingly, but gently, to kind of comfort it. And it instantly reacts to your touch. Go ahead and make me a dexterity check, please.
Ah, crap.
Oh shit, because I only have 2 HP right now.
So you make it.
Oh.
But that's still 4 damage. So you make it and you pass out stunned.
Ow.
And as you slump over into a stupor against the wall, the shocker lizard runs up and down your arms because it's not worried about you any longer. Volt, what are you up to?
I don't even know what to do with these people. So, do I see this going on? Am I aware of
You
what's
probably see a blinding white light come in from the room, and you hear probably a thump as she falls against the wall.
Alright, I'm gonna get in here and ask what the hell is going on to Mara over there.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the water. It's nice as long as you're nice.
So, having... I don't know how much I believe that.
What do you want?
You know what? Y'all started this. You fix it. I'm gonna hang out over. Don't go in there. They're playing with something, and it seems to have knocked CC out.
Okay.
You know what? Okay, also, as a side note, why do you keep opening these doors? You know what? I'm just gonna come in here into the stairwell area, and I'm just gonna let them figure it out. I'm gonna let him get this javelin out of his arm, and they can deal with the puppy. I'm not doing that. I am.
HP Fox, what are you up to?
Done with you people.
You know, Gaius hasn't really steered me wrong so far, as much as it pains me to say that. So, I'm going to accept his help getting the javelin out of my arm. I'm just going to step in here with him, sit down, back against the wall, maybe pull out some rations, have a snack.
Yeah, that's their issue. They want the kitty, they can deal with it.
Alright, Sydney, what are you doing?
Alright, let's try this perception thing again.
Alright. So, nothing in the room seems to be of any danger or threat to you, aside from maybe the shocker lizard that's running around.
Is there any...
Cece looks a little singed around the edges. There's some black marks on her hand from where she made contact with the lizard. Her breathing is irregular, but it's regular, but it's definitely slowed.
Does it look like there's any way out around here?
What do you mean way out?
Like obviously we had to climb up the wall last time, so I'm trying to figure out where to go from here. Since that's the balcony back out there.
Well, you could either try climbing up the next, wall to the next floor, or, yeah, as far as your character knows, that's a good idea. That's about the only option at this point.
Okay. Can I do a medicine roll to help Cece?
Sure. Yeah, there you go.
Woo!
Nice crit. Hybrid, roll me 2d8.
I am really glad those numbers weren't on the other side.
I seem to have maimed her with my 30 now.
Congratulations. You've dissected her.
Alright. Alright, so you wake up to Mara kind of standing over you.